In another case of Wack 100 and his hardcore digging up snitching files, he says that a guy named Stutterbox who rolled with him on Death Row Records, Stutterbox real name Rick Ross, Stutterbox, uh, told on the operation of Suge Knight and Wack 100 pushing dope from California all the way up to Washington. Now, there's no paperwork on Stutterbox. No paperwork on Stutterbox. And he's going off a book made by Greg Kading. I'm tired of Greg Kading, man. Like, for real. Greg Kading got famous for doing absolutely nothing. Okay? This is why I'm not mad at Keefy D. I find Keefy D funny as fuck. I'm not mad at Keefy D. I'm not mad at Lane. Um, Even though he's dead, I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at nobody when it comes to Tupac's death, because nobody can tell you the true story but Suge Knight. And Suge Knight hasn't said nothing. So all this bullshit that Greg Kading's talking about is a bunch of baloney. A made up fucking story. You going off what Keefy D said he did and where he pulled up to and how, they shot at him. That's what he's saying. The man was facing 25 years of life, bro. This is why his family, like think about it. This is why his family's not mad at him. His family's not mad at him because the story never happened. They never shot Tupac. They never pulled up to the side of Tupac, shot nothing. Baby Lane, none of that shit. He ain't never did that shit. That's why Suge Knight didn't get him killed. Suge Knight actually had to pay them $60,000 for beating him up at the casino. Great, like I said, this all goes back to what I'm saying as far as Greg Kading put a whole dialogue together. Oh, I solved the Tupac murder case. Well, if you solved the case, why is the case still considered unsolved? To this day, if you look up the records of the Tupac murder case, it is considered unsolved. You did not solve shit. You got famous off putting some concepts together and saying I talked to Compton PD, and we were talking back and forth, and we're just discussing the gang wars between there, and we put a story together. So this is how Tupac died. You don't even know how Tupac died. You don't know who shot Tupac. You got famous off telling stories that never existed. So how am I supposed to believe you when it comes to Wack 100? How am I supposed to believe you and you wrote the story on Stutterbox when all you've been doing is fucking lying? This is really about Greg Kading. I'm tired of Greg Kading, man. I'm tired of hearing about Greg Kading, the infamous Greg Kading, the detective that talked to Tupac at the last second, and Tupac give him a fuck you sign before he passed away and died. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Niggas be running this Tupac story down the drain, because it's been since 1996 since this nigga died, and y'all still running these lying ass stories after all these years. After all these years, motherfuckers are still lying on a man that's dead. This is crazy.